You are so great in this. I'm really into the
you.
series. It's awesome. Your first TV role. You said when you took this role, I'm going to play him as close to myself as I've ever done it in my life. So what does that mean, and how is this so relatable for you?
Well, it's something I paid my dues my whole life, like getting thrown out of every class. 13 schools in 12 years because of being the class clown and just being a little sarcastic and disruptive. And I got locked into playing like Rocky, which I love, but in Rambo, who says no, nothing. And I keep telling people, it's not me. I don't shut up. Trust me, I'm very talkative and I like to joke around. So when the idea of playing a gangster came through the phone via Taylor, I said, let me just go off page here. Tony Soprano did gangsters, De Niro did Pacino. You can't do it better. They did. I want to do one that is, if I woke up one day and I became, boom, whoa, what happened? You're a gangster. But I still had my personality. There's a little off kilter. It might work. Then again, it may bomb. So thank you very much for saying that it was successful.
Yeah, and your one-liners are so funny.
Thank you.
You really brought yourself to this role, and you really humanized it. Your character, Dwight, he gets to start over. He gets to build a new life. What's your philosophy on second chances?
Oh, God, well, that's my credo, is redemption. It is so necessary to fix these fissures or cracks in your life. Say you love this person when you haven't done it for a while, to make up with your parents if necessary, just to right the wrongs so you have peace of mind, because without peace of mind, you don't have a life. So whatever it takes to just level the playing field, get rid of all these potholes that are part of your past, and march forward. That to me is what Rocky has always been about: redemption, redemption, redemption. Rambo, redemption. This one, you'll find out, that's the key to this story. It hasn't come up yet, but it'll be about redemption.
You've nailed it, on screen and in real life.
Yeah.
You are such a proud father. I want to show you a clip. We caught up with your daughters. This was in 2020. I want to show you what they said.
And then we hear you've had him break up with guys before for you. We need to know everything. Does he call them? Does he text? Does he use emojis?
Oh, no, Colin. We would never let him call. But he gives the best advice with how, you know what, sometimes women think that it's best to explain and do the whole explanation. He goes, let me tell you how a guy thinks. And so he'll write it to a text for us, breaking up with a guy, from him. So I think most of the time our boyfriends don't even know that Sly's breaking up with him.
Very
That
good.
is too. Is that true? How many breakup texts have you sent over the years?
Probably about 4 or 5, but I've done a lot of breakup telephone calls too. They'll call, say, "Can I speak to Sistine?" I go, "No." When should I call back? How about maybe 2 weeks from never?
You are so
They're in Egypt
protective.
forever. Yeah, I just because I don't want them to grow up.
It's very sweet. Talk about what inspired you and your family to do a reality show. What are we in for?
Okay, well, people say, "What the hell are you doing a reality show? God, are you in a career spiral?" I go, "Why is it you got to hit rock bottom to do a reality show?" Actually, I'm enjoying my life. I'm having a nice resurgence here. That's when you do a reality show, when you're feeling good about your reality. And I wanted to have some actual great footage of us. This is how we roll. I mean, you'll see it's very similar to Tulsa King. We are very irreverent. We joke around constantly. And of course, I get ganged up on and screamed at all the time because I'm the only male in the house.
House full of women.
Yeah, big time, including the dogs. I have no chance.
How has it brought you closer as a family doing that?
It is. I mean, I just love my kids. I pick on them all the time, but goof on them. I just like to irritate them and get a rise out of them. And so I'm always just joking around. So I enjoy the process. And when they're gone, I miss it terribly. So.
Well, you're in such a great place right now, but there has been a bit of a speed bump. Is it a case of you got to take 1 step back to take 2 steps forward sometimes?
Yeah, you do. That's what I'm saying about redemption and everything. You have to really do as they say, a moral inventory, but you have to just say, God damn, what is your priority? If it's going to be work, it's not going to end well. it's just not going to end well. Yeah, you can have wealth and accumulation, but these are things that crumble in time. You have to have peace of mind, and peace of mind comes by knowing that you're loved, and the people that you love you back. There is nothing more gratifying than that, period.
We know what's beautiful about Tulsa King is your daughter, Scarlett. She has a cameo.
Yeah.
Was this your first time working together, and what was that like?
And I couldn't, she goes, nepotism has its place, you know what I mean? But I said, this is not my show. I would put you in immediately. You have to earn it. You have to convince the powers that be. So she went through the whole process. But when she came on the set, I went, oh no, am I going to start goofing on her and teasing her and trying to trip her up? Because I would do that on purpose, change the lines. But she was like, don't mess around with me. Do not mess around with me today, Dad. Why can't you be professional for once?
She's putting you in your place.
Totally, yeah.
Before we go, I've loved seeing your journey. Between playing a boxer and a mobster, we love rooting for you as this underdog character. Why is it that you feel so drawn to playing the underdog? Do you think it has something to do with, being a struggling actor at one point in time?
I think it has to do with your childhood. I think that sometimes it depends. If you have a bad childhood or a tumultuous childhood, you can grow up very bitter and angry and pass that on to your kids, or you can somehow channel it in a way that you wish it could be. You hope that you could somehow have this love, and you continue to try to fill this void with hope. So I thought, rather than I want all my characters to be human, and to be human is to be frail and is to be vulnerable. And no one is as tough as they think they are. They really aren't. They may have muscles on the inside, but inside we're putty. And you just want to be loved. You want to say, it's okay. So if you can add that to a character, for example, in Tulsa King, he was not in prison. He went out there and just kicked butt. I go, so Terry Winter came up with this idea, 25 years, kept his mouth shut, very loyal, expecting to be redeemed. Rewarded, and then he's thrown out. So right away, the audience is on his team, as opposed to just, look at me. No, I said, look at me, I don't know where I'm going to go. I'm lonely, I'm 76 years old. I get hit by a grasshopper in a strange city. I have nothing. And they watch him try to redeem his life.
Well, I'm always rooting for you. Truly. I believe in you, and your characters they're so human. And
that's very kind.
I love that
Thank
about you.